Teofimo. Matter of fact, I seen him when he had to beat the guy that they thought was favorite to him to go ahead and make the U.S. Olympic team. Right?
Yeah.
Why didn't Teo make the U.S. Olympic team?
He had to fight for Honduras, I believe, right?
Yeah, because he lost with the U.S. Nigga, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
He ain't
yeah,
have to. If he had won in the U.S., he'd been a U.S. Olympian.
yeah. He had like two tries type deal, right?
Yeah, he had a chance.
Yeah.
Then he went to Honduras. They gave him a chance, which he didn't even have to qualify for the team. They gave him a free ride.
Mm.
He ain't the only one. There's a couple more of them out there.
So tell me, what's your reaction to Devin Haney beating Brian Norman?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Me, I thought Brian was gonna give him a fight. Brian didn't give him a fight. Yeah, Brian gave him one fucking gift. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he couldn't. He would. His the times he looked like he didn't even want to fight. I ain't gonna say the clinch. He didn't even fight out the grab and the hold. The same grab and hold underhook every round after that. Every round, the same grab and underhook and hold every round. No adjustment.
Boring. So do you agree with Eddie Hearn? It was a boring fight.
Yes.
Mm.
Even kind of Ben went to sleep on that shit.
What were you? All right. What was your reaction to the second round knockdown?
Uh, well,
Devin knocks him down in the second round,
oh, I was like, oh, I'm glad for Dev.
and then
Huh?
and
And
then
then the fight just went on and just dragged on. It was just a fight after that. Or a dance, you want to say. Why motherfuckers ain't talking about that shit boring and all the clutching. What do you call it? Called grabitis and holotitis and shit.
tell me what.
And Jokers is happy over that victory. Because it showed some real high level boxing in that motherfucker.
You funny as hell. So
Uh,
you telling me that it should have been a little bit more humbling and went back to the gym to work on things.
right. Yeah,
What
that wasn't that, it was, I thought, that Brian was gonna come in and beat Brian and let his hands damn go. Make a motherfucker earn some shit, but then he barely gave him that shit, man.
what do you think it was?
The
What do you think it
jab for
was?
number one, the jab he couldn't get with him, and the jab and the clutch to hold him. Every time he hit the kid and the guy get clinched, the guy would clinch, get the underhook on him, close him, either turn him, get out of there, or just hold him to the referee, break the shit. And you see, I don't think, that lack of experience and him not noticing that and seeing that a guy is doing the same thing to you every time. Getting you with that left hand, underhooking, grabbing you, holding the other leg, spinning you, and just trying to get out. No, no. And see, when you inside like that, I think, Brian's hook would have been a valuable weapon, but it looks like he couldn't find that motherfucker. Then, wasn't letting it go. I don't know what the hell happened. Man. I was shocked after the first round, he didn't come out swinging for the fucking fences, man. I think, that would have been a little bit more intimidating.
Some people are saying that Brian Norman, manufactured champ, all hype. Some people say like Zab Judah, he'll be champion again. What do you think?
Well, going into the fight, I think the attitude and his build up, I pretty much considered it being genuine. You know what I'm saying? And, he got it. I don't know. A lot of times, I think in a situation like his, it could be lack of experience to that big time on that girl out there on that big stage. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people call it stage fright over there. I don't want to say the guy was fair, but I really didn't know why he didn't go out there with that mindset. Let's make this here shit a fight and go from there. You know, I think he'd have better had a better chance at doing that. You know. Instead, every time he clinch him, he don't try to fight out of the holder. Just let him just hold him. You know, that's the part I didn't like.
Do you feel like that fight has, drifted away from you guys as far as you guys and Devin Haney, knowing that you guys had, so much history?
Well, look. I'm gonna tell you like this here right now. Understand this here. Shakur is out there making his run, right? And there's somebody else on the list. You know what I'm saying? You know that he got to prove to who he is. I think there's no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like Shakur. It's not like he didn't never always want to fight these guys. He always wanted to fight them, man. We just never had opportunity.
Do you feel like now that Turkey's involved, that those opportunities will, present themselves?
Well, they should if everybody stay true to what they say they the best, and if they feel that they the best, if the core keep doing what he's doing and he's there, why wouldn't you want to fight him? He keep winning, he's going to be there. Now, this is the thing about it. In boxing, in the U.S. and around the world, Shakur has been there all the time. He's been at the top. It ain't like this is something new with Shakur. Okay? Devin and them know that. Because they would be things, like all these big tournaments we go out into and around the world and whatnot, they watch Shakur come home, the only one fucking win. And win unanimously every round. They've been there, they witnessed it. So, a lot of times when I hear him talk, and particularly talking about opportunity to fight when you've had your chances, you had your chances more than one time, many times. So, if you never took them, it's the reason why. It's on you. You didn't want to take that advantage of that opportunity. I mean, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. That's every man's desire coming in, to beat a man.
Does that
So
fight?
you got to fight, huh?
Do you
It's
see
gonna
that fight
happen. It
happening
gotta
at
happen.
47?
If they're around, brother, listen. Trust me, man. Look, I promise you. I promise you. Okay, Devin won't be a problem. Okay. But you know what I do want to see?
What?
I want to see Devin fight the motherfucking Hammer. I want to see him fight him.
You want to see him fight the Hammer? You want him to go up and wait?
Yeah, I want him to go kick Hammer ass for slapping him.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That put me on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Devin was out there with me. You know what I mean? And I ended up sending somebody else home, not knowing it was him. And then when I brought the other kid back, Hammer was gone. So he went and turned pro.
Tell
So
me
the
now
other
that
kid the other kid with us went with us to the Worlds 2 times. Didn't win though, but he went with us.
we speak about 54. What do you think about if he does move up to that weight, Devin, and fights Boots?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll be totally surprised out my mind if I see Devin fight Boots.
Mm.
If Bill Haney take that fight, I'll be totally surprised.
They said that they set him an offer that
Who?
he would fight him at 52.
Who
You
said
know
that?
that Boots said he'll fight him at 52, but Devin wanted it at 47. What's your reaction to that?
I don't care what they weight they fight at. I think Boots will beat Devin.
Mm.
Barrister Richard Barton once again acted. Because one thing is Boots gonna come to fight. Apply pressure. You ain't gonna be in the ring. He gonna cut off the ring on him. He ain't gonna be able to do that shit. That type of style, he ain't gonna be able to grab Boots and hold Boots. Particularly not the same way. He better have something else to it to try to hold him every time. But the same way, he ain't gonna be able to do that every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Shakur put on his Twitter, after this fight, it makes him a superstar. What do you think about it? Do you feel like this is that mega fight, January 31st?
No.
It's
I
not.
don't think there's that mega fight. Because, Jay, you know what everybody going to say. They're going to set another criteria. It wasn't this guy. It wasn't that guy. Or we all know that then you'll hear people talking about Teofimo, who he knocked out, or Kutcher Comey was a bum. This guy was a bum. We're going to hear all of that shit.
Mm.
You hear it now.
Yeah, Max Kellerman put out today that Shakur has a lot more to lose in this fight. That Teo has a lot more to gain in this fight, and this is
Right. You have a chance to beat the man. Well, we got the game. You know you ain't been the man. You ain't been the man coming out of the amateurs. You won the man in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of those criteria you made it at. You know what I'm saying? Talking about elite and fighters making that separation from everybody else. This is what we talking about. It don't make levels, don't mean shit. All that other shit don't mean shit. It's when you get yourself in that range and make separation from you and your peers. That's what means it. When people can see the separation between you and your peers, they can see that this guy is a standard, a cut or two above one another. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's
right.
actually all about. And that's what's going to determine the winners.
Do you feel like
Yes.
Shakur? Yep, my bad. Go ahead.
Yes, it would make Teofimo a superstar. But look at Shakur. He beat Teofimo. Guess what everybody gonna say? You supposed to. Look at all you done. That's the excuse they use now. Look at all you
Mm.
done. You won everything. You was number one in everything. You was number one in everything. All down there, all your life, you was number one. Nobody beat you. The guys that beat me, you beat them. You dig what I'm saying? They ain't gonna tell you that shit.
Now,
One of Shakur's first championships was against a kid that beat Tank twice, Joey Gonzalez. What happened when Joey Gonzalez fought Tank? He got shut the fuck out. Did they give him one round? Then they give him one?